Hello, good morning dear students. I, Professor Basavaraj Kuruche, welcome you all for today's class of practicals on skill development. In previous class, we have discussed the overall view about the syllabus of the practicals on skill development. Today, we shall begin with the module 1. In module 1, the practical task what you are supposed to do is selecting any trading or non-trading organization and finding out the nature and functions of the organization. This is the first step what you are supposed to do. But because of this COVID pandemic, another 15-25 days you will not be able to go outside, and at that situation it becomes very difficult for you people to do all these. But before that, let us have an overview about what is trading organization, what is non-trading organization, and some brief things about them and difference between trading and non-trading organizations and other aspects. So the first and foremost thing what we would be discussing is the meanings of trading organization and non-trading organization. First of all, non-trading organization or non-profit organization. This you all have already studied in your PU commerce, wherein non-trading accounts were there, and in that accounts you all have studied the basic things of, say, meaning, definition, features and other things about trading and non-trading organizations. But it is my duty to give a overview about these meanings and other things, and then we will move ahead with the things. In this subject, you are supposed to do all these practical tasks and prepare a report about those practical tasks. But that is not possible immediately. But once this COVID pandemic is resolved and when we come to our normal life, at that point of time, we are supposed to do all these activities. So, the non-profit organizations are established to provide aid to society, such as developing charity, commerce, and religion. However, it has a separate legal entity other than its members. The primary objective is to provide services without the intention of earning profits in return. Whereas the trading organizations, they are established with a view to earn profits or to earn some reward out of the business activity. Here, the main source of income for non-trading organizations are donations and government grants, which are not certain again. They are, say, dependent upon the grants if they get or no, we can't say anything. So, it is clear that non-profit organizations are those organizations which are established with an intention to help the society or to provide aid to the society without the profit motive. These organizations are treated as, say, non-profit organizations. And these organizations are registered either under Charitable Trust Act or the Cooperative Societies Act. Either of one act, these businesses are registered. Now let us move on to trading organizations. Trading organizations are those organizations which have been established with an intention to earn profit. Here the main intention of these organizations is to earn profit, and the source of income for them is by sales or by doing business. And for each and every such movement, they keep their margin in their transactions. So these trading organizations have a main motto of earning profit. So this is the simple meaning of trading organization and non-trading organization. Now let us see the characteristics of not-for-profit organizations or non-trading organizations. The first characteristic is service motto. Here The non-trading organizations have been registered with a sole motto of service providing, because they are not having any intention of earning profit, but they are having an intention of, say, serving to the society, and with that motive only they do the services. Yes, they may charge some amount for those services, but not more. Whereas the trading organizations, they charge more along with their margin for those services. So a non-trading organization is an organization which serves the society. The second characteristic of non-profit organization is members. In non-trading organizations, there will be a members to govern the overall operations of the organization. So these members, they appoint a chairman and a secretary, and they act on behalf of the whole members, and every time they will be having a meeting for discussing the activities, discussing the progress, or planning the services which they want to provide to the society, etc., etc. So these non-profit organizations have members who will be managing. Third point is management. Here the management is done with the help of members. If it is registered under Cooperative Societies Act, minimum 11 members would be there, and if it is registered under Trust Act, minimum 5 members should be there. So when they register under any of these two acts, at that point of time they are supposed to manage their activities as per those acts. As per those acts, the meetings, monthly meetings, general meetings, and all other things, annual general meetings and all other things need to be done as per those acts. So that is the management of non-profit organizations. Then fourth characteristic is sources of income. Here the non-profit organizations has only two sources, as we said. Number one, donation, or number two, grants from the government. But getting grants from government is not certain. They are very uncertain activities, and the donations also very rare, and especially in these kind of pandemics, people will not think of donating to somebody else. But even in this pandemic, you can see some people are coming forward and donating for the betterment of society. So the source of income for these organizations are donations and the grants received from the government. The next, surplus. The surplus whatever they are having, or if there are profits in the organization, here they don't call it as profit, but they call it as surplus. And if there is surplus, here the surplus will not be distributed among the members, but it will be used for serving the society itself. The next is reputation. Under these organizations, it is a kind of reputation to be a member or part of these organizations. You might have seen, being a Rotary Club member itself gives a reputation for that individual. Likewise, there are certain non-profit organizations or non-trading organizations. Being a part of those organizations is a matter of, say, pride. And lastly, users of accounting information. Whatsoever the accounting or transactions are happening, they need to prepared in a proper way, and it need to be filed with the registrar of the societies or the charity commissioner for the every year's financial activities. So these are the characteristics of a not for profit or non-trading organizations. Now what you are supposed to do is, you are supposed to select one trading or non-trading, say, organization. After selecting this trading or non-trading organization, you are supposed to visit there and find out the functions of that organization, what functions that organization is being doing. For example, if you select a sports club, suppose say Belgaum Sports Club is there, and if you select that sports club, you are supposed to visit there, find out what activities they are doing, what are their functions, how they are functioning, or say what activities they are involved in. Find out the nature and functions of that organizations. After going to that organization, you are supposed to do this and prepare a report about that. And after going there, you are supposed to find out the management values in that organization. These management values, what are these management values, and how you are going to find out the management values and all, we shall discuss in next class. If you have any doubts and questions, you all can feel free to call me, message me at any point of time. If I am busy, I may not respond you all, but after some time definitely I will be responding to you all. So thank you. We'll stop here. Thank you. Good day.